Hey everybody, KC here. So yesterday we had a story about how Costco has decided to test out curbside pickup at some stores in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You have to spend a minimum of $100. It's a $10 pickup fee. And basically, and this is not something Costco has gone into enthusiastically. It wasn't that long ago that they were kind of scratching their head and wondering why was BJ's doing curbside pickup? Why was Sam's doing curbside pickup? I frankly didn't understand why they were so confused by it. It seemed pretty self-evident to me, especially over the last 10 months. What was interesting is I got two emails that I wanted to talk to you about regarding this story. And the first one said, I understand why Costco doesn't offer curbside pickup at its clubs on a wide basis. It costs too much money and dilutes the brand experience of shopping at Costco. Costco pays its employees generally higher wages, and the cost to have employees do the shopping for customers must have a significant impact on their already low margin structure. In a business model where the profit is made through membership fees and the clubs run at break even, adding operational costs is destructive. He went on to say, part of the allure of Costco is the treasure hunt, and curbside pickup bypasses this essential element to the club membership value. So that was one side of the argument. The other side of an argument came from another Morning News Beat reader who wrote, seems to me that Costco owed it to their vulnerable customers to offer curbside a long time ago. As a longtime Costco customer, I was disappointed they didn't. I've used their home delivery, and that has been helpful during the pandemic. But curbside at ShopRite, Giant, Target, Acme, and more recently at BJ's has literally been life-saving. And the activity of the pickup sites is high. Costco is late to the game of doing the right thing for their customers and not complying with their share values. And a $10 fee is at least twice as high as anyone else. Target, BJ's, and Walmart are free. Interesting to get two different responses to it. And I totally get the first argument, which is it doesn't necessarily fit into Costco's cost structure. But I also understand what the second guy is saying, which is, hey, listen, this actually makes a difference in my life. If they want to be customer-centric, customer-responsive, they really should have offered this a long time ago. Here's the interesting line that I have a problem with, and that's the line about part of the allure of Costco is the treasure hunt, and curbside pickup bypasses this essential element to the club membership value. Here's the problem with that. First of all, I think that's absolutely how a lot of people view Costco, and I'm absolutely sure that's how Costco management looks at it. But what happens when the treasure hunt aspect of the business model is no longer in sync with what the customer wants or needs, right? Not all customers, but a percentage of their customers. Is Costco at the point where they can say, hey, listen, here's the deal. If you don't want to do the treasure hunt, we really don't want you as a customer. Now, if they're at that point, fine. I'd be a little surprised if that's where they are at this point. I think it's critically important that, yes, we all have business models. We all have, a perspective on what makes us different. But at some point, if the thing we're offering is not in sync with what people want, you have some choices. You can get out of the business, or you can keep offering what you've been offering at the risk of being irrelevant, or do you find some way to adapt? And this is, I guess, my problem with Costco in this case. It seems to me that in so many ways, Costco has not yet adapted to an Amazon world to the extent that I would have thought they would have. I think that in so many ways, Amazon is a direct competitor to some of the things that Costco offers, but Costco could also be an enormous threat to Amazon. And it seems to me that battle hasn't really taken place to the extent that I would have expected. Again, your business model has to be in sync with where customers are. I think we know where customers have been accelerated to at this point, and I'm just not sure Costco's there yet. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.